I want to get back to one of your previous points. You mentioned that you started looking at chess as a career when you got a coaching job. Did you see, and now you're an author, you're a commentator, you're a coach, you're a player. Did you see this umbrella of chess, but chess as all these potential careers encompassed in one as a chess professional?
Absolutely
or
not.
Or were you just thinking of, yeah, I'm going to play chess and that's all I'm going to do?
Like all of us, I think, anybody who becomes a GM, we all aspire to one day be the world champion. Right? I think it's just like a natural, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
It's completely unrealistic. Who cares? I want to become the world champion. So if you put your sights on becoming the world champion, the grandmaster title is like, yeah, I'm going to get that, right? And that's what you were doing. So I would work that hard thinking, I had no clue what it meant, but I'd be working that hard because I wanted to become a better player. In the meantime, I was coaching and making a living. So
You
that
had
was
to make a
important.
living.
I had to
Yeah.
live, right?
Yeah.
I had to eat.
Yeah.
And I was able to do it doing chess, so that was great. It wasn't necessarily great because coaching, as you may know, can somehow pull you away from your own play.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I didn't know that at the time, but I had to eat. So that's what I did. Then my students, those same kids in Harlem, I took them to the national championships in Dearborn, Michigan in 1991, and we won. We tied for first. We were in the front page of the New York Times, and all of a sudden, a lot of people knew about us and knew about the Raging Rooks from Harlem. Suddenly, people knew about me as their coach. We were invited down to the Wall Street Chess Club by one Bob Rice, who would end up being the president of the Professional Chess Association, the PCA, which Gary Kasparov founded after he broke away from FIDE and took the world championship. So I had a relationship with him from that one moment. And when they were looking for commentators, he said, you know, that Maurice guy,
I like
he
him.
has a way about him. I think he would be good. I was an IM at the time, and so they could have picked any GM, but they had Grandmaster Danny King.
Danny King, yeah.
And they said, let's try him because he's going to have a different way about him. So my first commentary gig, official, was for the Intel World Chess Grand Prix, sponsored by Intel. 4 tournaments, Russia, in Moscow, Paris, London, and New York. I get flown to Moscow, and the tournament takes place in the Kremlin. Like, what? I am there for Eurosport.
And that's what year? 1995?
94.
94.
I'm flown, so I'm there for Eurosport, and they're doing commentary. So we're supposed to be there, film some stuff, and then film in a studio. But the commentary, live commentary, is in Russian. They had headsets, and the Russians are listening. And Bob we got a bunch of American people, and they're like, Maurice, listen, we can't understand the commentary. We can't follow any of the games. Do you think that you could go and do commentary, and we'll turn it to a channel where we can listen to you? Because they had different channels they could listen in through the headsets. I'd give it a shot. So I'm up in one of those translation booths, looking down on the Kremlin stage, doing commentary by myself and doing it like it's basketball. Like I'm doing it like Marv Albert, screaming at the top of my lungs, what a move! Unbelievable shot by Gary, right? And my sound is bleeding through the headsets. Clara Kasparova, who's Gary's mother, apparently turns to my channel, even though she doesn't understand English that well, but she said she was feeling the excitement of the game from this American commentator. And that's how my career started.